Each year, unexpected events such as divorce, medical emergencies, job loss, and financial overextension force millions of Americans to do what is sometimes the only option left for them. And for these honest, hard-working people, the decision to declare bankruptcy is never an easy one. If you've filed for bankruptcy recently, you've taken an important first step in shaping your financial future. Now more than ever, it's critical that you have a complete understanding of the decisions ahead of you, especially with respect to the car that you drive. For the next few minutes, Richard Kelly is going to help you understand the options associated with your vehicle under a typical Chapter 7 filing. Pay close attention to the important information he'll share with you. It can help you improve your credit quickly and save you thousands of dollars.
Depending on your state, under the new bankruptcy law, a Chapter 7 filing will typically give you 3 options of what to do with any vehicle on which you currently owe a balance. We'll call these options the 3 R's. First, you might reaffirm the debt on your vehicle. Second, you can return the vehicle, also called surrendering. And third, you may be able to redeem the vehicle. Now let's take a closer look at each of the 3 R's. First, reaffirmation. In some cases, if you're happy with your vehicle, you have excellent financing, and the amount you owe on it is close to or less than the current fair market value, then your lawyer may advise you to reaffirm the debt associated with it. A reaffirmation agreement with your creditor can allow you to keep the vehicle after your bankruptcy as long as you continue to make your payments punctually in accordance with the new agreement. Depending on the creditor, this agreement may include more favorable financing than that of your current contract. Why? Because the creditor may want to motivate you to enter into a new contract for a debt that would no longer be dischargeable in the bankruptcy. Meaning that if you reaffirm and at some point can't make your payments as agreed, your bankruptcy would not protect your vehicle from repossession. Let's consider some of the basic pros and cons of the first R, reaffirmation. The most important pro is that you get to keep your car. Another possible pro is that in some cases, the financing may improve somewhat over that of your existing contract because some creditors, as I mentioned, may want to entice you to enter into a new contract that is not protected by your bankruptcy filing. And this point is probably the most important con associated with reaffirmation. Your new contract is exempt from the protection that the bankruptcy law has given you. Other cons to keep in mind are that in some cases, once a creditor receives notice from the court that their customer has filed for bankruptcy, the creditor reports to the credit agencies that the loan has been charged off, sometimes even regardless of what eventually happens with that account. Furthermore, not all creditors will report the payments that their customers continue to make after reaffirming. That means that even if you make all your payments on time after reaffirming, they may not be helping you to reestablish your credit after bankruptcy. Of course, your attorney will be able to give you good advice in this respect. So, to conclude our discussion of this first R, reaffirmation, your attorney may agree that reaffirmation makes sense for you if you're happy with your vehicle, you have excellent financing terms, and the balance you owe on the vehicle is close to or less than what the vehicle is actually worth, meaning you're not what some may call buried or upside down in it. And reaffirmation presents some important pros and cons to consider as well.
Your attorney may have observed that many people end up reaffirming simply because they must have personal transportation for work or to take the kids to school. They don't understand there are other good options that may make more sense for the situation than a reaffirmation does. Let's find out more about these options.
Our second R is return, or surrender as your attorney in the court will probably call it. There are many reasons why people in bankruptcy choose to return their vehicles to the creditor. They may be far behind on their payments and owe much more on the depreciated vehicle than what it is really worth. Perhaps the payments are too high and actually contributed to the problems that led to the bankruptcy. Maybe it has high mileage or lots of mechanical problems and is simply unreliable. Or the vehicle may no longer meet their needs. And the bankruptcy law gives the option of returning the vehicle to the creditor and being released from the associated debt. Now, there are also reasons why some people in bankruptcy don't return their vehicles to their creditors. In some cases, they're happy with their vehicle, their payments are current, and they've almost paid it off. And in those cases, it's a pretty easy decision. But your attorney may have found that most of the time his or her clients are worried that if they return their vehicles in bankruptcy, they'll be stuck for months and months without a car and will have to use family, friends, or the bus to get around until well after their bankruptcy has discharged. And that even then, their credit will be in such bad shape that their only options will be older, high-mileage, unreliable vehicles with huge down payments and unreasonable financing. You may have experienced or may right now be experiencing this frustrating problem.
But it doesn't have to be a problem, and I'll explain why. If you and your attorney agree that returning your current vehicle is in fact in your best interest, there may be an attractive option available to you long before your bankruptcy discharges. An option so good that we might be able to call this second R return and replace. LoanZone understands the needs of people in bankruptcy. For many years, LoanZone has worked with a large network of respected dealerships in helping thousands of people in Chapter 7 bankruptcy to purchase excellent new and near-new vehicles with competitive financing shortly after filing. And LoanZone is totally committed to making this quick, confidential, and hassle-free process the most enjoyable car buying experience you've ever had. Here's how the proven program works. First, call LoanZone at 1-877-LoanZone or visit LoanZone.com to provide some basic information about yourself and your situation. It's a free call with absolutely no obligation. A friendly live operator will help pre-qualify you for financing and set a time for you to go meet briefly with the nearest available LoanZone manager to review your financing options and choose from one of your region's largest selections of top quality, new and near new cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. Within just a few weeks of filing and long before discharge, you'll be able to choose your loan and drive home in your vehicle with little or no cash down payment required. And notice that there's no fine print flashing across the bottom of your screen as I say little or no cash down payment. It's a fact. Recently, the average cash down payment on this program has averaged just $800, and roughly one vehicle in 5 is purchased with zero cash down. Your loan will begin reporting to all 3 major credit agencies immediately, in some cases even before your bankruptcy discharges, giving you a head start on credit reestablishment. What's more, you'll be able to qualify for LoanZone's exclusive rate reduction program, which automatically drops your interest rate every 3 months as you make payments on time and keep your vehicle insured, saving you hundreds or even thousands of dollars over the life of your loan.
Our bankruptcy still hasn't discharged, so we were really amazed to get such great financing.
I was surprised that you were able to finance me. Even with a recent bankruptcy, the dealer treated me well and did an outstanding job of handling the transaction.
If you and your attorney determine that returning or surrendering your vehicle is your best option, and if you have a valid driver's license and a full-time job, chances are excellent that LoanZone has a great vehicle, a great loan, and a great buying experience ready for you. But let's not forget about the third R.
The last of the 3R options is redeem your vehicle. Your attorney may agree that redemption is a smart choice if you like your vehicle and want to keep it. But like many people, you owe a great deal more than it's really worth. Maybe your monthly payment is unaffordable under the current loan and you've fallen behind on your payments. Or perhaps your vehicle is securing several different loans. The bankruptcy law allows you to keep your existing vehicle by paying off your creditor with a cash lump sum amount. And here's where redemption gets interesting. The lump sum that you'll pay to your creditor isn't what you owe on the loan, it's what the court determines the vehicle's true present value to be, which, if you're buried, can be less, even much less, than the loan payoff amount. And this provision in the law may let you keep your vehicle, reduce your monthly payment, shorten your term, and save thousands of dollars. Yes, there are many reasons why your attorney may advise you to redeem your vehicle. But you may be asking yourself, this all sounds great, but how on earth can I make this large lump sum cash payment to the creditor? If I had that kind of money lying around, I probably wouldn't be in bankruptcy in the first place, right? Here's the solution. You and your vehicle may qualify for what we call a redemption loan. Consider the following situation and see if it resembles your own. You have a payoff of about $17,000 on a car that's worth only $10,000. Assuming you have 4 years remaining on your loan at an interest rate of 12%. and your creditor agrees to reaffirm your vehicle with similar financing, you'll be paying roughly $448 per month for 4 years, which adds up to about $21,500. Or, of course, you could make a payment for the $10,000 value in one lump sum. But you don't have that type of cash right now. So what can you do? If your vehicle is less than a half dozen or so years old and its mileage is in line with its age, your attorney may be able to use the law to your full advantage and arrange a redemption loan for you, which would allow a new lender to refinance your $10,000 vehicle for the same 4 years, but now with a monthly payment of about $310. This would save you about $138 in payment per month and over $6,600 on the total loan. And not only do you save money, but redemption puts the old loan in the past and gives you the full benefit of having timely payments on a fresh, new loan reporting on your credit report.
Arranging a redemption loan will usually involve some additional work by your attorney. But in most cases, LoanZone can actually include those fees in your new loan and pay the attorney on your behalf, meaning that you can redeem your vehicle at a tremendous savings with zero out-of-pocket expenses. And if you like your car, but maybe it has a few problems, LoanZone will even consider paying the mechanic directly and rolling those repair expenses into your new redemption loan. In most states, a LoanZone redemption loan will typically beat the interest rate of other available loans by several percentage points. And of course, you'll be able to qualify for LoanZone's exclusive rate reduction program, which automatically drops your interest rate every 3 months as you make your payments on time and keep your vehicle insured, giving you hundreds or even thousands in additional savings over the life of your loan. Your monthly payments will begin reporting to all 3 major credit agencies immediately, helping you to get your credit moving in the right direction. Call us today at 1-877-LoanZone or visit LoanZone.com. And we can usually tell you in a matter of minutes what type of loan you can qualify for and what your savings would be. This free, no-obligation call could keep your car in your driveway and thousands of dollars in your pocket.
It helped my family immensely. The bank was going to take our car, and you saved us.
I mean, we were glad to have someone like you there to help us out when we needed it. We got to keep our car, and you probably saved us $4,000 or $5,000.
So, to review this third and final R. If your vehicle is just a few years old, has reasonable mileage, and you want to keep it, but you owe more than it's worth, your monthly payments are too high, or you've fallen behind on them, talk to your attorney about redeeming the vehicle. The right redemption loan could save you thousands.
That's a lot of information. But bankruptcy is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make, and what to do with your vehicle is a crucial part of that decision. We're not your attorney or your financial advisor. Your attorney is the legal expert and will be working with your best interests in mind. So if you owe a balance on the vehicle you're driving, consult with your attorney to determine which of the 3 R's is best for you. Now more than ever, it's critical that you make the right decision for a better future.
I cannot say how thankful I am that I found you.
Thank you for financing me when nobody else would.
Your service has been outstanding. Thank you for all your help.
I'll keep your number in my cell phone so when I get another truck, I'll know who to call.
Thank you for having faith in me and giving me a second chance.
LoanZone.
The testimonials in this video are the written words of actual customers, whose names and/or locations may have been changed to preserve their anonymity. This video also included statements made by paid actors, statements which are the opinions of LoanZone and are provided for promotional purposes only. The credit reporting agencies mentioned in this video may change their proprietary reporting and scoring methods from time to time, and statements made in this video regarding credit reports and credit scores solely reflect the best knowledge of LoanZone. LoanZone is not a licensed attorney or financial advisor in any state. For further information about your finances and laws relating to consumer credit, consult a licensed attorney or financial advisor. The rate reduction program is offered by LoanZone to customers whose loans are held and serviced in its own portfolio. Minimum APR of 14% after all reductions. LoanZone is not under obligation to offer the rate reduction program to its customers and may alter or terminate the program at any time, at its sole discretion. For further information about LoanZone's products and services, call 1-877-LoanZone or visit LoanZone.com. All contents of this video are copyrighted by LoanZone and may not be reproduced, repurposed, or redistributed in whole or part without the express written consent of LoanZone. All rights reserved.